You're gonna love this next guy. His fucking great-grandfather's name was Hitler. Actually, it was Adolf. It wasn't Hitler. It was almost Hitler. Give it up for the very funny, my best friend, Ryan Kruger!
My great-grandfather's name is Adolf. It's unfortunate, but it is a fact. It is a fact. How we doing, Lotties? We having a good night? This is a fun fucking room, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Guys, when I was 24, I thought I had ED, erectile dysfunction. Oh, shut up. No, I did. So I went to the doctor, and I did all the tests. I got my blood work. I thought maybe low T, something, whatever. And they did all the tests. They ran it, and they got it back to me. And it turns out I'm just medically afraid of women. Yeah. Jesus. No. My brother, I'm into anime too, but my brother's like really into anime. He's like one of those like sword collector anime guys. He's got an arsenal, you know? He's also responsible for the first 2 interactions with sex toys in my life. We'll get there, Mehdi. Don't worry about it. Fucking, I was 15 at the time, and I went to go take a shower, and there was just like a fleshlight in the basin of the tub. That's wild. That's not something you expect in your parents' house at 15, you know? And then a couple years later, when I was 17, I go to the shower, and there's like one of those wall-mounted dildos. Whoa. Well, I was thinking about it in retrospect. That's just a sword, dude. He had the sheath of the fleshlight, and then just like... You know, the blade's a little floppy, but it's got a nice girthy handle. You know, that's a good sword. Yeah. Sex day sword, guys. You know, come on. I'm really into intrusive thoughts. I'm a big fan of intrusive thoughts. Anybody else want to kick a cyclist off their bike?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. There's a couple cyclists up here I'm feeling. Stay in the lane, dude. Follow the rules of the road, and we don't have a problem, dude. No, I've got a couple of the good ones, you know? Like, a lot of times I'll be walking around, and I'll see, like, a small dog, and I think, like, I could definitely throw that onto that balcony. You know? I could definitely get a spiral going on a wiener dog. I know this in my bones. But my favorite one is, like, you ever see a single mother walking around with 2 kids? You could take one of those kids. You're gonna get away. She's got to protect the other kid. Now listen, guys, you do this enough times, you could get like a factory staff together. Get them sewing shit in your basement. That's income. Oh, I'm sorry, is this not a small business crowd? What the fuck? I'm building this from the ground up, dude. Don't worry about what I have in my basement. This is Chicago. I don't have a basement. Come on. No, when I was a kid, I had to get my first job when I was at the age of 10. You know, is anybody else in here a fan of child labor? Hell yeah, dude. Anyone who's not a fan of child labor, you guys just didn't grow up with the economic power of a 6-income household. That's power, dude. Sure, 4 of those incomes are like $825, but fuck you, dude. We got what we could, and we did it. We did it, dude. But I remember, like, I got my very first, like I said, age of 10, and I worked all the way until I was 18. The first time I got access to my money, I had $200 in my bank account. You know, I get it. My parents, they needed that money. We had to pay bills. They didn't have it. So, you know, when I got to college, I found myself in a position where I had to work 3 jobs. You know, I had to pull myself up by my bootstraps, and I started shoplifting. Yeah, dude, you do what you can. Do what you can. I got really fucking good at it, dude. Got really good at it. You know, anytime like someone on my dorm floor, I had one guy who like hurt his back, stole him a back brace. And I'm a good man. I'm a good friend. You know, anytime a friend would like their headphones would break or their charger would die or whatever, I'd just get them a new one. And they'd always offer like, oh man, do you want me to pay for that? I'm like, no, this is on Sam Wallman. And I was so good to the point where like one of my buddies wanted to come with me. He wanted me to show him the tricks of the trade. Take him on a ride along, you know? I've been told it's like that movie Training Day. I've never seen it. So we're walking around the store, and I'm showing him, and I tell him, like, hey, man, there's these little magnetic tags in some of the more expensive items. That's the thing you got to watch out for, because that's what's going to set off the sensor when we try to walk out of here. And I know I did my due diligence. I've got a whole cart worth of shit. All we paid for was a sack of water bottles. Now, we go out that scanner, and I hear the alarm start to go off. My life is flashing before my eyes, and I'm like, that motherfucker. And then, lo and behold, black man on a Zamboni. Like, it's called a waxer. But a black guy in a Zamboni, it's a far funnier image. It's a far funnier image. He comes up, and he takes one look at the cart, one look at me, and I swear to God, he goes, shit, you good? You good, dude? And I swear to God, every time, because that was 2019, right before all that racial tension in 2020, every time I took a knee in protest, I thought of my hero, the black man on a Zamboni, heralded in by trumpets. All right, laddies, have a great night. I'm Ryan Kruger. Give it up for your host, Dimitri, Andre, Nick.
Ryan Kruger, everybody. You should see him on a fucking Zamboni.